I am a 3D artist. I recently decided to challenge myself to learn drawing. Here is a lighthouse scene I created recently. In this video, I'll try to recreate this in 3D with Blender. Let's begin. I started with a circle with 8 segments, extruded it up, added support loops, and added subsurf modifier. I then duplicated it and adjusted the scale of that. Duplicated again to create the balcony and scaled it down. Added a curved circle. Then added an array and curve modifier to the pillar and selected the circle as the curve object. With that done, I duplicated the cylinder and then bridged the top and bottom faces. Duplicated the cylinder 2 more times and then flat shaded one of them. Removed the unnecessary edges and faces, then added a wireframe modifier to it. Duplicated again to create the roof and scaled down the top for a conical shape. And bit of an extruding for a ball-shaped top. Now to create the window, I added a circle with alignment to view. Deleted the bottom part, then extruded and joined them. Extruded front, and then bridged the opposite faces. Added subsurf modifier, and then added some support loops. Then I rotated it a bit, and then duplicated it. With the pivot point set to 3D cursor, I duplicated it 3 more times. With that done, I added a plane for the house. Extruded it up, and added some loop cuts. Then I duplicated and separated the top faces for the roof. Extruded that up, and added support loops. And then added an array modifier to it. Then I borrowed a face from the house and created an entrance out of it. And similarly, created a chimney from the front view. Then added an icosphere for the rock. Subdivided it and tweaked some of its vertices with proportional tool turned on. I then added a metaball. Then duplicated it to create cloud shapes. For the backdrop, I used a plane, extruded up one of its edges, and then added bevel to it. Added a camera, and changed the resolution to something square. Then I added a cube with bevel modifier to create a brick. Then I rotated and duplicated it. I then added an area light. I moved it up and increased the power and size. Then I added materials. For the glass part, I increased the roughness, and then duplicated it to create the light. Added an emission material to it, with strength set to 3. And finally, to make the scene look better, changed the look to very high contrast as always. And increased the exposure a bit as well.